Hey everyone, it's DEFCON01, and I'm going to do Let's Play Build a Side-Scrolling Shooter, Part 1 of I don't know how many parts. And yes, I know this has been done on YouTube before, but I don't really care. Okay, so this is going to be done with all holograms, so the first thing I'm going to do is make the background black. So there we go. And we're going to start this tutorial by building the ship and its controls. So the first thing is I'm going to get my hologram out and use a triangle. I like to have my grid on. People that know me know that. Alright, so voila, that is my spaceship. It's very advanced. Okay, so I'm going to make it green and turn the animation speed to 0 because I do not like the animation speed of the hologram at all. It is very stupid. And the next thing we're going to do is put on a controlinator. For testing purposes, we're going to use the controlinator for now. And in a later tutorial, I'll show you how to switch it up with the circuit board and still maintain the control. Okay, so all I did is turned on auto, auto jump into the cockpit. Hello? Okay. So, we're going to have our ship moving in a perimeter that he can't sort of move out of, so we need to create boundaries, or create the illusion of boundaries that he can't move out of. And how we do this is we just basically stop it from moving up, so when he's moved up so high, we have removed the ability for the ship to move any higher at all. Even though you're pushing up, it just can't go up. It'll still go down, but not up. And that's where these dividers and combiners come into play. So I'll put down 2 dividers and 2 combiners. Now this will change when we add our boundaries in later, but I'm just going to show you how the dividers and combiners work. Sorry for all the people who are pros and know how this game works. So the first thing for my rule of thumb is up, down, left, right. So up, down is first, and then left, right is next. So when I push up or down, I'm going to make it positive, and the opposite way, negative. So for the time being, I'm just going to connect those to the combiners. I know this is super exciting, so I'll probably have music playing in the background or something like that. So it won't be too boring. Alright, so what we're going to have, or what we're going to use to make a move, is an advanced mover. Alright, so we'll connect our up and down to our up and down input of the advanced mover. This is very hard, complicated stuff. And my left and right to my left and right speed, or I call it the left and right control input, but they call it the speed input. Okay, so I should just be able to hop out, or unpause this and drop down into it, as you can see. So when I push up, in fact, I'm controlling my divider, which is going back into my combiner, which is still sending the proper signal as if I had it directly connected to the advanced mover. Alright. So what makes this different? The boundaries, and is that we're going to use AND gates, and the boundaries that we move in are going to be a holographic wall, so may as well just do the wall right now. And since my guy is on a thin layer, I can probably put the enemies on or my boundary on a thin layer as well too. Just makes it more complex, or if I want to have like multiple boundaries for different things. It is now some time. Okay, so because it'll be a fairly big area, I'll use the big build piece. And it's wafer thin, and I'm going to bump it right to the front, so I'm right at the very front of the level, and it's wafer thin. I'm just going to make a big long line here, as what I think the proportion should be to the camera to my ship size, because you can't have it too big, right, for the people who don't have very good TVs. And I just use my build camera sort of to rough it out, and I would say to me that that would be perfectly fine for, you know, a horizontal distance. Alright. The next thing I do, we'll do that later. We'll worry about aesthetics later. Now that you know sort of the size of everything, you can just draw on your other walls left and right. Very, very simple, and that is my play area right there. The only thing I need to do is put keys on these areas, and I'm not going to go through the process of labeling and naming all the keys in front of you. I'm just going to tell you what the keys will be called, and you'll have to believe me and accept that for the next tutorial or when I show you at the very end of this video, because it's going to be very boring to watch me type in words. So this is my left green key wall, or left green key. I would call that left wall. I would call this right wall. And this would be the up wall and the down wall. So all I need to do is add some AND gates in between my divider and combiner, and that is it. I just squeeze them in here like that. Now what the AND gate essentially does is that you need to have both inputs active for the input signal to go through. So when I push on my joystick and I want my positive joystick to go through this AND gate and into this other input, which I had it connected to before, I have to have the other input of this AND gate active. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to do that by using an impact sensor. Right here. Impact sensors are under sensors, and that's it. It's like a block bouncing off a line or the floor or a wall, some side of something. Okay, so I have 4 impact sensors for my up, down, left, right, and that's it, yeah, 4. So I'll connect my up to my up. Again, I'm not naming these right now. You can name these. I will name one just to show you a brief example. Now I'm connecting my condition. So my condition is, you know, I don't touch the wall to my secondary input, and I'm connecting the main control signal to the primary input, which is input number 1. Again, just a rule of thumb, if you ever get confused by your own buildings, it's good to develop a pattern of building on a consistent sort of thing. It does help when it comes to troubleshooting a problem in a level later, which we're going to be doing. I'm most assuredly, I think we will be. So this is my left impact sensor. Connect it to my left AND gate sensor, and my right impact sensor to my right AND gate sensor. These are going to be some tongue twisters. Okay, so all my AND gates inputs are all hooked up, and I've already connected one AND gate output to its first combiner. So I'll take my down AND gate and connect it to the down combiner, which it was connected directly to before. So now, as you can see, we have, when I push up, I need to meet the 2 conditions of, well, let's show you right now. I'll pause it. Right now, if I go, oh yeah, when you're testing you need to set up a camera, because everything just gets screwed up. So just quickly do yourself a favor and go over to cameras. Game camera's fine. want to zoom out a bit. Player tracking to 0 and all players off. I don't know, just something I always set. Okay, so when I push up, obviously I'm not going up or down, because it's acting like I'm touching all the walls right now. So this is what an indication of touching all the walls would be like. So how do we fix this? Well, this is very, very easy. We just go to our touch sensor, and we would invert the output. Now the other thing we'd see on our touch sensor is that I'd have the green key with the label, what is it, top key or whatever the heck I'm going to call it, top green key. I know what I said before, but I already forgot because I'm such a burnout. Okay, so there's top key. So now when this impact sensor hits the green top key sensor or green key of any sort called top key, it will turn off its output because it is always active. So an example of that would be just jump back in, and as you can see it's already on. So if I push up, I will go up. Up, 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 up. And rewind. Also, those holograms are showing sort of one of their major weaknesses. So because I already created the word in my thing, it's already there, so you don't have to retype the word. So once you've made the word, it's already there. The list can be fairly large from what I've been told. Oh man, this video is 12 minutes long. Hope this isn't totally boring. Let me know how boring this is. It'd be really great that have that feedback. Okay, and to stop my ship from moving and keep moving is very, very simple. Just put on a physics ting. So, boom, physics. And you want to, I think, add dampening. Yes, 50% should add a bit of dampening. So, when I move up, see, now I don't just keep moving up. I stop when I let go of up. Alright, so when I get to the top, I should stop moving. And as you can see, the impact sensor turns off and I stop moving up. I'll go down, and because I haven't screwed with the other sensors, of course, you can sort of see a bit of a glitch already. Anyways, so yeah, thanks for watching this. The next video, what I'm going to do is have all the keys labeled, and also in the discussions talk about other things you'd like to see me build. Alright, see you later. Bye.